What's going on, YouTube? Me, Lazare, making a video again. I'm grinding. First day of YouTube videoing. Everybody, thank you for the 5 people that subscribed so far. I'm getting off to a great start. Everybody go subscribe to my boy, the T-Ball, Swishers Out, and my boy, Tony the Lake Show, and my cousin, DeAndre Hudson. They all got great basketball content, and y'all subscribe to my channel. Right now, I'm just going to talk about the NBA top 5 players in each position. So right now, let's get started. We're going to start with the point guards first. I got number 1 is Stephen Curry. Number 1, the best shooter of all time. He's going to break Reggie Miller record. This is the thing. You never seen a point guard that can shoot the ball from anywhere on the floor like that. Especially when you come across half court, he can pull up from right there. So it's kind of like you got to guard him from 90 feet. It's kind of like that. Then again, he can dribble to the basket. He can embarrass you just like he did Ryan Anderson. I hope he find his way up out of Houston. I'll show him the door right now. But there's no doubt Steph Curry is the best shooter in the NBA. He's the heart and soul of that Warriors team. He's the mastermind of them winning those 3 championships. And I got Stephen Curry number 1. He's the greatest shooter of all time. He's the best shooter in the NBA. And he can create separation, get to the basket, and make tough threes. He down and turned into a monster on us. Turned into a monster on us. Each game they won. So I got Steph Curry number 1. Number 2, I got Russell Westbrook. The talent is there. No doubt about it. He got great leaping ability. He's the best athletic point guard I've probably seen in some years. He's not a great passer. He's not a willing passer. He doesn't play defense great. He pads his stats. He can play defense great if he wants to, but he just doesn't. He goes 110% every night. He basically never cheats you. He improved this mid-range shot. He improved this three-point shot. He got bad shot selection. He averaged a triple-double for the last 2 years, but he's the second best point guard in the game right now, so I got to give that to him. Number 3, I got to give it to Kyrie Irving. He was hurt last year. He can dribble the basketball. He can shoot. He could be a great passer, but he needs to be more of a willing passer. He's the best tough shot maker in the NBA. As far as going to the goal and finishing, he's the best finisher in the NBA. So I got Irving as number 3. Number 4, I got John Wall, who's a willing passer, an improved shot. He's fast. He can rebound. He can play great defense. He was hurt all last year, but there's no excuses for the Wizards having that atrocious season. He was hurt, but they wasn't good when he was playing anyway. They lost to some bad teams, and he needs to get that team out of the second round into the Eastern Conference Finals at some point. He's the heart and soul of that Wizards team. He does everything for that Wizards team. He hits the ball well. I like about John Wall, he's a team first player. He doesn't worry about getting his points. He's a team guy, and he's a team first player. He lets his teammates eat first. Okay, number 5, I got the quarterback, and the best leader in the NBA is Chris Paul. Great on defense, can rebound the basketball, great jump shot, great three-point shooting, great free throw shooter, do a little bit of everything. If he wouldn't have got hurt last year, we would have beat the Golden State Warriors last year in 7 games. We'd have passed Golden State. We only lost the game by 8. Chris Paul was the 20 points right there to beat Golden State. But that's my top 5 point guards in the NBA right now. The shooting guards. James Harden, that's not even a question. MVP last year. Can do everything on the court besides defense. Defense getting a little better when he's motivated by Chris Paul. His defense got a little better. He got the awesome step back jump shot. He can rebound the basketball. He's a willing passer. He's a great free throw shooter. He's getting better on defense. He's coming into a good leader. It was a play, I think, in game 4 when we was down 2-1, where he stepped in the passing lane on one play, took it for a layup, then come back down and rips Kevin Durant. He rips Kevin Durant and gets another layup. Then he dunks on Draymond Green. I mean, that guy, James Harden, is a dog, but he still needs to improve on playing defense and showing up in big games when we need him to. That's number 1, shooting guard. Number 2 is Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson got a high arc shot. He's a great shooter. The second best three-point shooter in the league. He can dribble, go to the basket, penetrate. He can shoot tough shots over you. He's got a good post game. He's a good defender. He's another reason why Golden State has won 3 championships. He's a free agent next year. So he would leave to try to go get his own team. Any team except the Houston Rockets. I think Klay Thompson is a number 1 option for any team. Number 3 is Jimmy Butler. Great two-way player. He's a great two-way player. He's good on defense. He improved his shot. He can rebound. He's another leader. The Timberwolves and him is not on the same page. Karl Anthony Towns, Andrew Wiggins, hate that Jimmy Butler came, but he's a Tom Thibodeau guy. He turned down a max contract from the Timberwolves, so it's likely he will be there next year. But Jimmy Butler can rebound. He's a good passer. He can shut you down on defense. He can create his own shot. He's just a beast on the defensive side of the ball. No ifs, ands, buts about it. And he's just a great player, man. And number 4, I got Paul George, who's a great defender, great two-way player. He's awesome defensively. He can shoot the basketball. He can play defense. He can create his own shot. He just doesn't show up in great situations. In big-time situations, he just doesn't show up. That's all. He just doesn't show up. 1 for 16 against Utah. That is just atrocious. But that's why he came back to OKC, because he wanted to redeem himself, and he felt more comfortable about winning with Russell Westbrook, which is, I think, that's just foolishness. Everybody who leaves Russell Westbrook immediately turns into an all-star or MVP, and they got the worst NBA. Has the worst coach in the NBA. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Number 5, shooting guard, is kind of pretty tough for me, you know. But I got C.J. McCollum, who's a great offensive player, could create his own shot, can get open, can get to the basket, make tough shots. He's about the one that showed up against New Orleans, the New Orleans Pelicans. He showed up against New Orleans, okay? He's a great ball handler, can finish around the rim. He stinks on defense. He's atrocious on defense. He's not good at all on defense. He can't rebound. He's not good at getting off picks. So James Harden and Chris Paul carved Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum both up when we went to Portland and beat Portland. But I got C.J. McCollum as a top 5 shooting guard. I will be back on here to do the forwards, and I'm out. Peace. Everybody subscribe to my boy Tony the Lake Show. Swishers out. And the team. Thank you guys.